Hello, welcome to IMOS. Today, the 12/10/2024. Well, I'm bringing you your favorite flavor content creation, African content creation. Well, I know many of you are not available and are not watching. Let me go straight away to the point. First of all, thank you everybody that subscribed to this channel and for the beautiful comments. So if you're new here, please share, subscribe, and also carry on comment. I am Moss, and let me tell you my point of view, what's going on. Too much for few dollars. Indeed, my point of view or my analysis today about the village has gone crazy with the crons is quite interesting matter that is developing online. And what's making it more interesting is they've been very clear and very loud is about money, is who gets more money, how to make it. Everybody now dreams to have a villa like Ayamara. And that villa for them. Thank you. I appreciate the blessed sham. Uh, if my voice still lower, I don't know if it's still lower. It's still lower. So the villagers have a dream, and once that dream comes so quick and so fast, the day by night. Well, I don't know if that dream will come day by night, but as the last life I had from the commander himself, the traveler commando, it seems like we are heading for a catastrophe. And he's not very happy that his village has got to this point, and his views even has gone out of his normal content. So let me address this in another way, in a manner and context. What really is happening in Africa, overall Africa? Africans, uh, they have suffered colonization in different forms and shape. And that colonization, for some, brought positivity, for some, brought negativity. Indeed, in any society, even in Europe, the Europeans have their own history, pre-history, where positivity and negativity been there, and they managed surpass that era, and now they've moved to madness. What's going on in Europe these days, in the United States of America, and in other countries out there, is complete madness. Today, killing is more important than understand each other and compromise. The world today is being driven by ego of killing and not care. So, in the African context, how this comes true. When you watch Ayamara content in Argentina, you see this African man focus in his life. You realize this is an African man that understands that YouTube is not a place of affairs, of political affairs, and promote a career in politics. It's just share values and lifestyle. So you see how he is sharing with you his lifestyle, what he's doing in Argentina. A guy that when he comes back to his village, is a boss, he's a big boss. He pays people, he employs people, he does many things, even to a point he does not care if the thing is done with quality or not quality, just to make sure another brother, another sister gets something and go home and can feed himself. But since he has exposed those kind of things here online, we Africans, we have reacted that as very negative. We didn't saw what he's doing in his own village as a positivity. We saw everything that he does as negative. There is nothing that Ayamaro has done in his village that here, the African content creators, reactors, and so forth, they have blessed him and said, oh, thank you. At least there is a son of Africa does care for his own people. No. What we have seen is we Africans, even we went higher foreigners, somewhere, somehow, come talk bad about these positive things that this man brings to this village in Africa. And there you go. Uh, as soon as there is an empty space, or when he leaves, goes abroad and try to visit different countries, walking trips and so forth. Now he's in Argentina, he find a family in Argentina because of his wife. Foreigners are stepping in the village, creating chaos. This is called the neo-colonial uh, a way of savage the village. That's what the kings of travel is doing. But there is more behind the king of travel. Is the unconscious behavior of locals, those who have emigrated for another areas of within Kenya, others with not in Kenya. They went to the village with the dream that in that village they will make them rich and prosperous. That is where many people are not understand what the village is going crazy with the crowns. Well, let me now tell you something. Too much drama for few dollars is too much to swallow to believe this is true, is happening in a small village in Africa. I'll ask myself, why this could not happen in somewhere in Botswana, in Namibia, in Angola, and Tanzania, somewhere else? Why not? Why in Nyambwans? Well, because the sign of the soil found a tool out there that could empower even his own people and brought it to the village and help those villagers to learn about that tool and empower them. As they learn, this is what I'm seeing here. The villagers, as they learn how that tool works, they thought it will be easier to manipulate somebody out here and tell them a fake story and return get few dollars. Indeed, this is what's happening. Is those few dollars that is bringing the chaos on the village. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon. Uh, this is Iamos with my usual analysis and views what goes on in this remote village in Africa, especially with Kenya and border with Tanzania, where content creation becomes a drama. Basically, what Ayamara say, a telenovela. Indeed, it is a telenovela. But what this telenovela makes so interesting? Well, is the drama, the latest drama, where the wheels are going off of the track. Everybody is running in different directions. Everybody is say something, and everybody wants to do whatever they think is suitable as a content. Let me start here with Mini Howie. Where did Mini Howie went wrong? Where? Anyway, good morning, Sky Blue. Bless Sham, thank you for being here supporting me. We have 8 people watching, and thank you for being here with me. I'll ask you, if you don't mind, give me a like so this content can go around and many of other could see. Well, Charlie say, yes, Moss, what a shame. Ayamara must stay away from Nyamboan's villagers. He brought them good news, but those stooges, ungrateful Nyamboan's guys have turned the story upside down. Shame of them, indeed. Well, let's start here very straight to Minihawe. Minihawe has confused herself. Minihawe, when she started engaged in this content creation, react positively in favor of Ayamara. We have embraced, even me, embraced and listened to her, understanding what was the reason behind what was happening. And it became very interesting to realize all the receipts and the things that are going on was just people trying just to create a narrative that could divide the opinion, could divide the viewers. That was not bad. Where is drama, always there will be something to say or something to watch. But in reality, what went wrong with Miniao? When you come too confident in a subject and somebody realize the way that you're running is not working, is not giving you the upper end to win, that's why there is coaches for everything. There is coaches for you to be an engineer. There is a coaches for you to be in athletics. There is a coaches for you to be an accountant. There is a coaches for everything. And when the coach comes and tells you, thank you, I appreciate for what you do, but for you to do better, performing, walk away from this and try to make something different. I didn't think she got the message when Ayamara told her, stop doing reactions, try create what's happening around you, how does involve your life, what is truth, what is the matter, and what is the difference you're making. And she preferred start with the hot seat. Indeed, the hot seat was a very, very progressive and a very interesting uh, subject. But what was wrong with the hot seat? Well, is when was no longer anybody out there that she could go and make a nice story. She stepped in a field where everybody was saying, don't go there. And many of them avoided. So the question is, did she saw how Lennox, because she had this friendship relation in the party with Lennox, she did see how the path that Lennox took? Well, it seems like she brushed off and closed her eyes because she was lazy. That is where the problem lays with me now. She's lazy. She wants knock people's doors, but she doesn't want to go to the extra mile for the story. And a good story, because she has the talent to make the good story. She choose get involved with those who have a trend of bad boys and bad guys. I bring the drama of the village to a court and try to play that, changed the game. Many people they didn't understood why Hayamara took stood right there and say, me with that one, we stop. Is you try to turn a small village, leave Mombasa, leave whatever way you come, and turn upside down a place that has gave you good stuff. There is where she didn't realize. She have a relationship going on. She could not reveal because of a taboo. The mentality of playing people. And people got to a point where they start saying, okay, let her play. It looks good. To entertainment, indeed, it looks good. But got to a point where feelings, they reveal themselves. And by revealing themselves, everybody starts questioning. And then when you come here and say, don't ask me, is my life, why do you choose YouTube? Why are you on YouTube showing those feelings? Why are you on YouTube sharing those small pieces of love and confuse people? When you look at these and you mix all them and you step in grounds where others' names have become problematic, and you're trying to bring that to the public, all those also they feel uncomfortable as you felt with your relationship. That's what Minnie Howard didn't understood. She had an opportunity to change the way she was doing content creation. She'd been told 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 11 a million times. This will go off of the right. It did. And the mistake came when Claudia Joseph now is calling Ayamarwa. Even Ayamarwa's wanting him his life. Claudia Joseph should even, as a man, say, oh my Lord, let me step back here before being exposed. He want to take the grudges off. How they realize they've been caught live. This is what I see. When you deal with the IMR, prepare yourself. This is a man who knows what content means, how to create something from scratch, how to write a movie from nothing, from zero to hero, and make it a successful story. This is what the people they don't understand about content creation. This is what the villagers they don't understand. How to create a good story. That day, we put aside Mini Howie now. That was my conclusion. The other day, I saw it. This guy called Mogezi. Mogezi, when he starts create content, Mogezi understood the impact of content. He understood very well how he gonna go. He made it clear to himself. This is how I'm gonna embrace myself. This is how I'm gonna break it and make it. The signs from the first video to the videos even right now we are talking about. Mogezi knows what he's doing, but Mogezi does not realize he is a young man. He have a lot of miles in life to walk. And the consequence and reflections of everything that is going to build his own character. That is what many people didn't understood Masubwan. Masubwan was trying to destroy 9 years of Ayamara career, 9 years of Ayamara travels, 9 years of sacrifice input. Masubwan was trying to find a way to discredit Ayamara. So Ayamara could even lose his own house, everything. But what did Masubwan didn't understood? You can't fight with the truth when the truth is above of everything and then is out there in the people's hands. That's what he did. So Mogezi, knowing all this, knowing all the stories, know the insight, he thought, I can play a game here and wash my hands. I'll be successful. But there is where the mistake comes, when those dramas come too much in exchange of a little. When that little becomes less, when that too much investor shows up and you been left aside, because now is that person want to capitalize on the money as invest on you, on others. That is what going crazy in that village, is the lie of those people not not realize the consequences. Here is an evidence. Syntac 1 and Pablo KG, the Nyambu Ones podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, these are big winners. But these are big winners. They are adding to where is the same story of Mini Howie. Nyambu Ones podcast have a time right now, in this moment I'm talking, because Pablo KE has come complaining how he's getting attacked. That should not be a particular matter. That should be a collective matter on Nyambu One's podcast, where he should discuss with Syntax 1 as a part of the content. Create a strategy. This is our channel. This is our corporation. This is our business. This is the eyes. And let's focus on diversity. But he chose come on his own and lay a road of confusion. So, what's going on? Well, Sergio, Pablo, and the GJ, former lady security that God has taken away from us, the family, we have seen how differs that family. And we have seen now the kids of that family are getting support from different sources. People there express support to them. They become victims of these few dollars that feeds for a day, not for life. And people start getting confused. What's the source? Here is where the problem lays in the village. Is these cronies. When they realize these panthers, they want to hunt the source, like Ernest discovered the source of Masubo 1 and Max, he milked them. He milked them to big time. But Mike Ventures came here early and warned us who was Ernest. And many of you didn't want to listen. Say, that is another guy. You know, Mike Ventures knows what he's playing. He knows his game. That's what you didn't see him. You don't see him because he's doing well. He doesn't need these tools to make difference on his life. This is where people, they don't ask the question, why some Nyambu Ones people that create channels at the time, they are not in the village create drama. They're out there in the world, travel the world and make big winnings. away from the eyes of the village. There is we go back again to Ayam Paris, to Miniawis, the Burundians, and all this and all that. Now we have the Dubai top made and so much. Because these people, they don't know what they're doing is not coming right. And the way going right is waiting what Dimwango say. Let me go to the toilet, poo, and throw in my yard, and you all come and get a piece. There is why Claudia Joseph fell in the trap of Meniawi. She went to poo, and then he had to choose which poo is better, on the left or on the right. And he chose his wife. Fine, great. Very, very well done, very clever. But where he failed, when he turns and realizes the consequence is not a poo that puts bread and butter on the table. That is that call to Ayamaro. And as spontaneous, Ayamaro says, what do you prefer to solve this matter? Privately or in public? He didn't get the point in the beginning until his wife on his background said to him, hey, let's make this private. Because they are watching Ayamaro's life. These people, they don't leave. They can't stay a day without following Ayamaro. That's what Ayamaro has said always, has proved once again, without congrats mom hashtag, Dimwango hashtag, Davy Junior hashtag, Mayugunu hashtag, Nasto hashtag, Gitiriba hashtag, Gake hashtag, the villagers are dead. They are dead because those few dollars they get is not enough. By not being enough, they have to go in this forensic crazy situation. But what is interest here? Let's turn this 360 degrees point of view. Welcome. My name is Ayamos. Once again, I'm here with this. Well, people say increase your volume. I have a flu and my throat is not very well. I apologize, Zion. Unfortunately, my voice is very low. Sana Mbala, most good to see you. Zion, sound is so low. Yes, indeed, it's very low because I have a flu. So let's make it 360 degrees here. Too much for a few dollars are worth it? Or the villagers by gone crazy with their crowns? They are winning? Well, we start to see the consequences here. And this is what always I say to the people. Ayamara will always be a winner. And way he even gonna get a point, doesn't need even comment on anything that's happened in the village. From now on, Ayamara can sit and relax and say, let them be. We have Jamaica uncle we have King of Travel, we have Claude Joseph drama. They call the status quo definition. Be loyal or not. And then we have Miniawi with a big question in mind. What the hell I have done it? If I knew, I never ever stayed or do it or leave Mombasa and bring my life to this village. Indeed, I am Paris too. These people, by idolizing Ayamaro as their hero, as the prophet, as the almighty powerful, they could change their lives. They forgot about their own ambitions, their own humanity, feelings. They so went so deep, 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 they believe it by associating themselves with Ayamara. The grace of God will fall from skies 24/7. But we saw a twist. We saw people or themselves showing their lifestyle and the anguish of their lifestyle, the price they have to pay, the cost that's not balanced with the bank account. The pain of every video they do, there is a reaction and a very painful. So, are the audience here to watch excuses or are the audience want to be entertained? That is a question. And this, the answer came for the life that Ayamara done. He showed us once again, he, every single life that will be done, he will smash the taboos and the ignorance of the Cronies. And the villagers, what they will do, they will leak all the septic tanks around the village to find dirt to throw for few dollars. Anyway, this is IMOS. It's hard to do this 360 degrees analysis, but to say the truth, we see this anti-Nyan 74 point of views, a change, a radical change. I have asked her, I have sent a message. Really, I wish to interview her. I saw the JT or something podcast. She was there and talk about the experience. But I have a different questions, more intrigued questions. How she became expert, how she did realize that the problem in number ones is not the people of number ones, is Ayamaru. If you are listening to her, she's right. She's right. The problem of YouTube and Ghana is not the success of the content creators, is Guatemala. Prove to the Ghanaians you can make it. So in Kenya, there is two phases of content creation. The show off mentality and the deny mentality. And the deny mentality is the weapon of the daily life of the Kenyans. Number ones became an experiment, a very, very deadly experiment. I'll tell you a story. I thought One Drop could be one of the best ever YouTubers. In my analysis, he had everything. Even done a trip. But as I watched his trip towards Southern Africa, I saw things that I said to myself, this is the last trip in the last of this guy in YouTube. And there you go. All I saw it came real. Why? When you do YouTube content, if you have asked, watch, check, effect, and another, this American Passport Pros, the pig, Priya, all these other out there. Where is Coco Girl? Where is Coco Boy? Where is that man from Canada, Christmas list? Where they are? You have to ask yourself, who's watching them? Who is their audience? And who is the audience of Hayamar? This is so important that even you're going to realize, if you look for the figures for the year Ayamara has spent in his village, his income decreased 3 times because people got fed up of those Mogel stories, of those Gintos lies, all this fake mentality that they are victims. But there is one thing that those guys, Ginto, Mogezi, and all these people now, Kamsejos and all, they didn't knew the audience is going to get the point, say, I want to see something different. I want to enjoy something, different scenarios, different characters. And this is where Coco Boy is. This is where Michael Pont is failing. This is where the pig is not getting success. This is where you start see check effect slowing down. But you see, I am at a different speed because it's no do content just to make numbers. It's make content because you are natural content creator. You are a man that soon as you pick up a camera, you're walking these streets of Mar de la Plata, you're walking in Buenos Aires, whatever you are, you are building, you have a wheelbarrow, you make a story, and that story captivates others, where you adapt to a scenario, where that scenario, you become part of that picture, and people say, hey, that is Marwa, is Ant-Man, oh, it's Marwa, it's a decorator. Hey, it's Marwa. It's fun. This is what the villagers they don't understand. And that is what Dimwangu does, and many people they don't realize the success of Dimwangu is adapting. This is what this family have in their genes. Look at my congrats mom. Looks to David. Go to the walkest place I could expect he could travel. after all negativity that Dim Wang had. And you don't ask yourself why. There is where the people they don't ask. These people talk. These people they have people advise them. You move left, you move right. And this is where the mistakes are in the village. Not be able with few dollars go to the extra mile, change the narrative. With a few dollars, that their cronies get better and better, they dig their own graves. And this is what these young people, they are not see the consequences of tomorrow. Thank you. It was a pleasure. My name is Ayamos. I hope to see you again next time. Thank you. Tomorrow, there is no life. This was the life. Bye bye.